Hello, I'm here, top of Chertsey, Bold Street End. Chertsey is awash with buskers, very loud ones as well, no doubt you can hear in the background. So this is probably the quietest part, believe it or not. Right? Those I rightfully criticise, reckless politicians, journalists, bogus super scousers like Ricky Tomlinson. Right? To date, they have failed to address the issue of cultural change. We see changing long-standing proud Scouse communities. They are not addressing the worries and concerns people have regarding the direction our city is heading in. They are remaining silent, and that is quite shocking, disrespectful, contemptuous even, right? Cultural change is real and present, ladies and gentlemen. It's not Joe Owens making this up, right? I walk in and around the city centre most days, right? And cultural change is all around. And it's, like I said before, it's really irrelevant how they have found their way here, new arrivals. It really is irrelevant whether or not they've came here on a work visa, student visa, tourist visa, or illegally jumped off a dinghy, Dover in Kent, and made the way here to Liverpool. It really is irrelevant, right? At the end of the day, cultural change is the end result. And given that, that's why we must oppose further cultural change. Because if we don't, like I've said, long term, this poses a threat to our unique Scouse character, traditions and cultural identity. I'm not saying it's going to happen tomorrow, but it will happen, right? Look what's happened to London. Look what's happened to Bradford, Leicester. I mean, the list is endless. So the proof is in the pudding. No one can say, well, what you're saying is a load of nonsense, Joe. It's never happened. Well, look at London. Look at that parade or whatever you want to call it in Bradford. Christ, like someone said, someone got in touch with me. It was terrifying. Right? They didn't believe things like that happened until they watched that video. Right? A lot of people don't get out a lot and you don't really understand what has happened to other places across the country and is happening here. And we must oppose it, ladies and gentlemen. Like I've said before, the small black Chinese Hindu communities that settled here, they were small in number. They fitted in then, fitted now. There isn't a problem. The Scousers, small amounts of new arrivals could quite easily have done the same, right? They could have quite easily fitted in and been embraced and be part of something special. And even if they hadn't wanted to, they'd be so small in number, it wouldn't have mattered, right? But like you say, that's not what's happened, is it? Right? Too many have come in. And Kensington and Fairfield, two proud working class Scouse communities, have been culturally changed. You know they have, right? They have been changed to the point where they will never ever be changed back. They will never see their former glory, right? And given that, that's why we need to oppose further cultural change, because if we don't, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go the way these other towns and cities have gone. And they have lost their unique character, status, identity. Gone forever. London, Birmingham, Bradford, all these places, they've been changed to such an extent they will never, ever, ever see their former glory again. That's shocking, really shocking. We can't allow this to happen here in our glorious city, our Liverpool, renowned the world over. There is only one city called Liverpool, there is only one people called Scousers. You can't have stand-ins or replacements. We are the Scouse fam, right? End of. That's why we must oppose further cultural change, ladies and gentlemen, right? This city belongs to our children, grandchildren, and all those amazing Scousers yet to be born, and no one else. Sorry for being selfish, but that's the way it is. Remember, say no to cultural change, yes to Scouse pride, shout it out loud, Scouse and proud. Okay, thank you. Hello, I'm still here, top of Church Street, Bolt Street end on this busy Thursday afternoon. It really is a busy, noisy day. You see, what I should have been a bit more specific is those coming in on work visas, like I said before, they're not going back. Hundreds of thousands are coming in on work visas and they're not going back. They're just reapplying or eventually getting permanent residency to stay here in Britain, right? And a lot of them are heading towards Liverpool because everywhere else is full. Tourist visas, student visas, the same is happening with them. A large percentage, especially from the Indian subcontinent, they're not going back, right? Then you've got those jumping off dinghies at Dover or Kent, right, illegally. Most of them aren't going back, making their way here to Liverpool, our glorious city, because like I've said, everywhere else is full. And this is what is happening, and it must stop, because if it doesn't, ladies and gentlemen, like I've said, we will indeed lose our city. It'll still physically be here like London is, and Birmingham and all the other places, but it'll never be the same place. And we must oppose this, ladies and gentlemen. Our children and grandchildren are dependent on us. We cannot let them down, right? We cannot let our children, grandchildren, okay sir, and all those amazing Scousers yet to be born, we cannot let them down, should I say, right? That's why we must oppose further cultural change. Say no to cultural change, yes to Scouse pride, shout it out loud, Scouse and proud. Okay, thank you.